Took him a moment.
There you go.
But they're there.
Just give you some love, buddy. Will.
Alan chose Newbee, right?
Yeah.
Secret all the way. Let's go.
Right.
Eat my sweaty hand.
No bias whatsoever, no
Disrespect.
playing to the crowd here on the panel whatsoever. Let's hand you back over to our commentary team for game number 2. Can Secret stay alive? Let's find out.
Absolutely, Red Eye. Let's find out indeed in front of this incredible crowd here at ESL 1 Genting. I'm Odie Pixel, I'm here with Trent, and we're ready for game 2. Team Secret up against Newbee. And Trent, they're crazy. They let it through. They let that Naga Siren through, but as the panel said, this is something that we've seen them do before. They love to try and deal with the heroes that they can't beat in the initial games rather than just straight ban them out, and they have taken a totally different approach this game, Secret.
Yeah, we've seen several teams try that this tournament. The Fear Lycan, probably the most notable example that just keeps showing up, but you could say at least you know what they're going to pick. You can try these strategies, find a way to play against it, and with those snap picks, one of them looks like KP just gonna run himself out of here.
Nice.
Well, unless Puppy keeps this up.
Very nice body blocks here from Puppy. Fine time. You know, KP's still yet to skill. He's holding on to his point. He's keeping it at the end. He was going to put the point of purification. Faith's there as well, so will force Secret to back up, but still quite a bit of damage done to that Omni Knight. And
Nicely done. So what are our answers then? They went instantaneously for the Underlord and the Clockwork. Pretty good, right? You can maybe interrupt those combinations post-song with a quick hook shot. They're going to come in and battle that bounty ring down bottom as well. The Midone would still take it, but it's going to take about half his HP for it. Is that really worth? That's the question.
He's got the... So we'll see what sort of lanes do come out from them at the moment. Secret can just still move around a little bit. It seems like they are looking to have what the Troll in the mid lane, Ace, and taking mid one down to the safe lane. So is this... What are Secret looking to dodge here with this?
It looks like they're pretty happy with the situation of just getting the Troll early on versus the Medusa. I like that, right? Mid one has a couple different options he can set up well for the Lion. They can kind of play this. I think they're assuming that they're going to do the same pressure with Kaka again this game, where he's just playing in this off lane and beating down this safe laner. And in this case, it's going to be mid one who gets punished this game instead of Ace. Maybe Ace is just tired of it, you know? He's like, I can't handle that again, guys, please.
Because this is not going to be a fun bottom lane at all for Secret with this aggressive tri-lane of Newbee.
But think of this setup, though, with Astral into the Spike, into the Cogs. Like, this is a great way to initiate. It reminds me a lot of, like, that Tinker in the tri-lane, where you look at it from EG and you're like, what the hell is this? Why is Tinker in a tri-lane? But he has these tools that can work well in these situations, and probably better than a Troll would. And plus, this is going to give a nice little lane to Ace mid.
Oh, the other lane, of course, Ahaya up on the top lane. Be left in the 1v1 bottom lane. Kaka actually falling low. The Cog pushback as well. Bringing Kaka down. Very, very low, but they can't quite finish it off. Still there, exactly as you said there, Trent. The combination of skills from Secret definitely does still have potential, killing potential in this lane if Newbee are caught out of place.
Lots of our action going to be occurring down here. Pretty boring matchup up top, of course, Omni and the Underlord. As Fog mentioned, we've seen a couple times Underlord tends to come out on top.
Again, trapping Kaka in a little bit. Of course, it's going to be in slow levels for this safe lane OD. No matter that they can get kills, they're trying again. X from Puppy just holding back Kaka. All in all, 4 CS at the moment on mid one. It's having a bit of a slow start down here. Mid lane, 9 for 2 on Ace. SCCC 8 for 1, so very much even. And as you say, up top, pretty much the same situation. Both offlaners getting a decent amount out of this lane. And bottom lane, definitely the action area of the map. Place we've got to look to for potential first blood, and Puppy getting gone upon. Has been trapped up by the kinetic field. Kaka wraps around. That'll be first blood for Newbee. Yapsor trying his best to find a return kill, looking to chase down Faith, but he can't quite do it. He himself now has to back up, and Newbee are out of mana. So this is Newbee breaking the tri-lane of Secret. They're getting that first blood.
Yeah.
Getting that lead.
It's been rough for Secret so far. The Clock really needs 2 to be very effective. That's going to be his big power spike here. So ready now with the Absol, full mana. This is where we're going to try to set something up here. We have Hex, we have Earth Spike, we have Cogs, we have Battery Assault, all set up by Astral. These look good. And remember, you're backed up by the Essence Aura in this tri-lane. It's not something we get very often with an OD, because he's usually alone. But if you can get those procs, very handy for your supports. I like the way KP's playing top 2 as well, because he got the early degen aura as well as the boots, and although he can't contest straight up with Ohio all the time, he's just running around and grabbing both bounty runes every single time and keeping himself in tow. despite being 8 CS down.
I was absolutely in the CS, yeah, are having a fantastic time in this 1v1 on the Underlord, with that aura, of course, helping him out. Allowing him to get that lead. Mid lane, Ace. Slightly ahead, I guess, with his wave coming in. Ace, yeah, still pretty much even between these two in this 1v1. Ace getting a bit more aggressive. And oh, the first hit bash! Excuse me! Ace, ladies and gentlemen, being blessed by the RNG gods above us. Wow. I mean, there's always a bit of a risk TPing out straight underneath the nose of a troll, but I guess he didn't expect the bash to come through like that. Down on the bottom lane, Yapsor catching Kaka in the cogs. He's getting beat down by both Kaka and Faith. Nice stun from Puppey onto 2, and the Astral as well from mid one, holding back that Mugi for the time being. Yapsor will still fall though. Newbee get the kill. They'll turn for a second as well as Puppey. We're going to be in trouble as well. Puppey goes down. Newbee getting 2 kills out of this bottom lane. Ace is going to come in with a wraparound. Oh, hello Kaka. Goodbye Kaka. Easy kill for Ace, and the fight's still going down bottom. Yapsor's come back in. Ace with this rotation. He's ready to pick up some more kills across the map. They've got the trap set onto Mugi. Mugi to go down as well. Ace getting incredibly mobile, and this troll, 2-0-1 involved in all of the kills so far in this first 4 minutes of the game. Ace is loving life at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, he's almost double the net worth of the Medusa at this point. Having a fantastic start to this one. Not like last game at all. Ace, I'm sure, much happier.
This lane switch up so far seems to, obviously it's early days, but we're not seeing Secret lose any lanes as hard as Ace lost his lane as Lone Druid in the game 1 because of that pressure. They're reacting to the way that they saw Newbee play in game 1, and so far in the laning stage, it's looking better.
Yep, it will be interesting to see how they play again from Newbee though, with the Mugi again on another aura carry. He's going to go for that early Helmet Dominator. He just wants to kind of create that group up opportunity. Where's the SCCC going to be in that, you know? It's going to look kind of like last game where the TA didn't have too much help early on with the stacks or anything like that, but at least you have some damage to offer. As a Medusa, might not be quite as handy in those group up plays, so it's going to be a lot of burden on KP, and although he won't have those big initiation plays like last game with the Sand King, all of those heals, the repels coming through, I'm sure will be more than enough to help them through some tower pushes.
Yeah, still overall, the biggest issue for Secret is mid one not getting that much CS down here. He is still behind, but the same to be said really for the Juicer mid. It's very close between the two of them. SCCC on 18, you've got mid one down bottom on 14. So there's that to bear in mind. Bottom lane, they're opening up onto this OD as well. Mid one in a lot of trouble. There will be the stun from Puppey, the kinetic field, very nice stun from Faith, holding him in, but they put the stick charges. Mid one's able to keep himself alive. They'll take down 1, they'll look towards Kaka, they're going to take down 2. Mid one will fall to the Thunder Strike, but Faith, he's almost certainly going to pay with his own life as well as Secret. Clean up all 3.
Oh, that looks really good at the beginning there for Newbee. The way that Kaka's just playing so forward on this Nog because he's so tanky, but they were able to just barely wand it out. Excellent itemization early on here from Secret. We'll give them the victory in that skirmish. Now 6-4, and despite dying, mid one did go up in gold from that.
You can see he's just waiting before he grabs the haste rune, as he did want his clarity, and or at least just the sound, so he might be able to look to do something. He's full health, he's ready to dive in. It's a level 5 Deucer. He's going to make sure that SCC has to play very carefully in this. Oh, this is smart. He comes in for 1 CS, revealing that he's mid, but immediately with the haste rune, he's making his way up top. He might not even be needed. It looks like it will be needed. Smart moves here from Ace. The setup's there from mid one. They brought both cores up to the top lane. They surround him. First hit bash yet again. There will be a purification. It's not enough to save him. Ace there with the next level plays.
Yeah, you want to get something though, you know, these are still just kills in the early game. We know they're not all that valuable, but if it applies some pressure on this tower, you have Ohio here, he's got his boots, he's got his Vanguard. He is not an easy guy to take down. Counter pressure in the other lanes, not that successful. I mean, Faith is just running around the jungle with Puppey, and some farm from the Venge, Medusa getting a little bit of pressure mid, but overall this looks like a very good rotation from Secret. And yes, Puppey there on his famous Lion. 6-3. Maybe not one of his most played heroes. I know Knoxville was very excited to see win this game, so he's quite happy.
Oh, the setup here allowing Yapsor to close the gap. It's a level 7 Deucer. And there will be TPs coming in. They have the Hex as well, trying to chase this down. Kaka's there with a net. Will hold back Yapsor, so SCCC, and he'll be fine, but he is now out of mana and low on health. The support's doing their best to bully back SCCC, making sure he has trouble trying to find the farm that he needs. His Ace looking to dance around with KP, but KP's more than happy to go. There's some of the quick purification. Down back in the jungle of Secret. He looks to be, as there's the glimpse back from Faith. As Kaka comes forward, the 2 supports catch out Puppey and will take down the Lion.
7-5 in the game, still neck and neck here. Really, probably the biggest advantage here will be that pressure on the top tower. They can actually get that knocked down. Nice little early game boost for the side of Secret, but overall, we're just kind of waiting on those levels. The level 6 on the clockwork, maybe, to get things going.
And the thing is, at the moment, I'm still looking at mid one's OD. He's really suffering. 19 for 5 CS, of course, because of the tri-lane. He's 8.5 minutes in. It's a level 4 OD. Yep. He's got to find some way to sort of get back in the game, and it's going to be reliant on his team just getting him these solo lane spaces, but it's hard. This is a level 4 OD against a level 8 Omni Knight. There's no real super safe place for mid one on this map. He is going to have to play to his limits to actually be able to recover this game, as this is not an easy situation to be in as an Outworld Devourer.
It's very reminiscent to what happened to Ramses when he was playing that CK in that tri-lane up against EG. Ran into some problems, had a hard time farming back into it. I would say this game easier to enable mid one. You can use the Battle Trance to help him out in these fights with the Arcane Orb, as well as he can set up in these engagements or save in these engagements as well with the Astral Imprisonment. Mugi now level 6 has the threat of the swap, so things a bit dicey if Puppey shows himself.
Yeah, especially with Faith being in the neighborhood as well. Lots of catch between these two. You have to be careful any time you leave the safety of your tower, and even if you're right underneath it, definitely still ways for Newbee to set up upon you.
Yeah, this tri-lane seems to have affected the Newbee supports a bit more than the Secret ones, though. Puppey almost cracking into level 5, probably after this pull. YapzOr almost level 6. So with his Tranquil Boots now, just wants to leech some of his experience from Ace. And there it is. You're looking at level 4 Disruptor as a possible target, but you would love to have mid one around to at least benefit from that engagement.
Tying it up for now. Faith back to his half. Bounty runes full. Ohio still top of the net worth. It is this OD that, this Underlord that is farming at an incredible pace. A Newbee ready to make a play. Heading over into the jungle. They've got their eyes towards YapzOr. He is level 6. See if that allows him to play out of this. He does get glimpsed back. Via TP coming in from Ohio, looking to save his teammate. Pit of Malice down onto 3. Ohio with a beautiful TP and setup. And Secret, they're going to claim them all in. Surely Kaka's down. Faith as well as Mugi falling low. That's going to be 3 heroes down. Ohio making the call, making the play. Comes in to save the day. And Secret get a full cleanup there in their jungle.
Yeah, it didn't really get much chance to do that last game on the Omni Knight. Already looking a lot better with that early hit.
Ohio, he's just ready to run it, heroes. He's level 10, he's got a Vanguard, he's got the pin onto 2. Sets up for YapzOr's hook shot, straight into SCCC, rooted up. That's going to be another down. They're TPing into this Newbee. Are they crazy? They're trying their best to go for Ace. They will find him. Ohio, still alive for now. Turning back around with a Firestorm. Now with the better numbers, Newbee should be able to find some kills out of this, but the stun from Puppey holds them back. Defensive Astral from mid one, trying to buy some time for Ohio, but Ohio's surrounded. He popped the stick charge and he's trying to run himself away. The cogs from YapzOr keeping mid one alive. The swap's there onto Ohio. Ohio will go down, but so will Kaka. Secret will continue to find a kill. Newbee certainly choosing to take the fight. In the end, it does pay off. They do get 2 cores. They take down both Ace and put Ohio down for a bit after Ohio was having quite the role there, moving around the map.
Yeah, but a 600 gold net worth advantage for Newbee after that. And I have to say, 19 kills at 12 minutes. This might be one of the most action-packed games we've seen this entire tournament. It doesn't look like they have any ideas of slowing down. Ace already very deep in the dire territory near this tower. Really wants to put the threat in here. Ohio had so much stolen damage after those double engagements like that. He's rocking like 115 bonus, but of course, if the allies aren't around to enable him, just because he got caught a little bit too deep, wasn't really able to utilize the vast majority of it. Puppey now roaming around here with that finger. We didn't even get a chance to use the hook shot. You know, YapzOr able to have that play turned around by Ohio without requiring it, so he's still hunting for his first big kill.
Down bottom. The pressure coming in from Newbee. Faith pushing to bottom lane. In time, Ace keeping himself firmly positioned up on the top lane. Mid one backing him up as well. And goes down and does have the Sanity's Eclipse available.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Invisibility!
Puppey looks like he's playing Bounty Hunter again. Roaming around deep in enemy territory, has some wards.
There's YapzOr. Hook shotting in onto an SCC that was quite deep behind enemy territory. They'll pop the song, but the Firestorm's already out, as well as the Battery Assault securing the kill. They do get the setup for the 2-man Static Storm. Newbee looking for return kills. They'll take down Puppey. They won't be able to take down Ohio, though.
That is the target they want with that hook shot, and that puts YapzOr now 5-1-6. So much impact in this early game.
Newbee are trying to dive in deep. It is a tanky target, and Ohio, he's already ready to get himself out of there. Will he be able to do so in time? He's falling low. Will the TP be successful? No! Newbee get the kill, but Secret, they want to try and take this fight. Ace turns up, the GA's out, but it doesn't matter because they've already lost the Disruptor. They'll hold down Kaka underneath the tower, claim the life of the Naga Siren. Secret do manage to get those revenge kills off the back of losing Ohio as Newbee dive in very ferociously.
Oh, mid one, even with that, still quite a bit behind. He's starting to gain up though, about 600 gold behind that Medusa. But look where Ohio and Ace are, both over 5,500. Ace topping the chart at 58. Still kind of waiting for him to get in these big engagements. Looks like he's got the courier on the way though, with the Yasha. And being a Medusa, wanting that Mask Madness first help accelerate the farm.
Mid one in potential trouble. He tries to save himself with the defensive Astro, but there's no way he gets out of this one. Hanging around a little too long. Just put the Sander season, try and do as best as he can to bring someone down with him, but still, this underleveled, underfarmed OD unable to do such a thing at this stage of the game.
Yeah, both mid one as well as SCCC looking to, they're basically just in major trouble. If they get caught, they're just dead. You know, they can't farm up in that 4-staff quite fast enough. You know, we're gonna have the drums first on the OD, we have the mask first on the Medusa, so getting out of these engagements, getting out of these cogs for the Medusa, getting out of the net and everything for the OD gonna be a problem. As, man, look how deep Secret are. They've totally taken over this top part of the map, and that's one of the benefits of playing on the Radiant side we see from teams, you know? You just, you eventually, I would much rather have that dire jungle under control so that I have the Roche Pit, and then they just get it so easily.
Be careful here, YapzOr opens up straight away with a hook shot, trapping Faith in with a finger from Puppey. Faith will get bursted down. Secret able to stay aggressive after that smart play there, taking the Roshan as soon as the DD was there. Ohio sets up with a 2-man pin of Malice. KP does have the repel, they'll be fine. Ohio just getting the space for Ace to finish off that tower in the mid lane. Tier 1 tower into the bank of Secret. Ace still leading the charge in net worth. KP is getting closer and closer to his Radiance though, as we can see. 2.3k towards that relic. He's second highest on the net worth. And already as we're seeing, KP playing very nicely in this game to keep him and his team alive as best as he can when Ohio comes in with these big team fight plays.
Almost a bit of a reversal. Oh, they just smoked right under that ward in the mid lane. So Secret totally aware. Question is, do they have the options available to make a counterplay? Hookshot not really available, but they're going to try and stand on this high ground and then just use the root in the Firestorm.
They're thinking about it. Ace and Ohio in position. They've got the vision. Ohio lays down the pit onto 2. Is there going to be backup coming in? Ace is sort of dancing around the side, waiting for the Static Storm to be used. They're going fully on onto Ohio, but he pops the Crimson Guard. Sleep comes out from Kaka. Looks like Newbee are deciding to disengage as their initial movement with the smoke was not successful. Hook shots in from YapzOr, catches out Kaka. There will be the glimpse to take back the clock, but he's not needed for this kill. Kaka's down. Ace with the phase and Yasha chasing down for more. The glimpse already used. Faith, can he get himself out of this one? KP is there with the backup. Pops the repel down into this Disruptor, but they'll continue to chase. He wants this kill and he wants his bad. There's the bash. Ace gets the kill. 2 down on Newbee. As Secret prime position there to turn things around. Ohio ready to tank the gank with that Crimson Guard at this stage, feeling pretty much invincible against the lineup of Newbee as they move in upon him. An 18-10, 3k gold lead. Secret pushing in 17 minutes here, taking the tier 2 on the top lane, taking a large amount of control away from Newbee in this game.
And you have to look at how that all started. It's how you know Secret, they feel where they are in this game, how they're a little bit ahead, and how's Newbee going to get back into it? Some sort of a smoke play. So what do? They set up that huge wall of wards, and it spots the smoke, and that they're so easily ready to get into it. And then how about that counter pick, right? They were ready for the Naga. There it is, the clockwork. If you want to try and disengage from a fight, we're still going to force it with that long-range hook shot.
Lane?
Reminiscent of last game here, as KP is the one just struggling to get that Radiance, trying to be effective, while Ace happily chewing away at towers this early on with an Aegis and almost into a BKB.
The pace that Secret is playing this game is just, it's so different to what we saw in game 1, wasn't it, Trent? This is, you can see a team that has taken the time between the games and say, we've got to try something totally different, and so far, so good. They're utilizing this Ohio underlord, which is able to be just that little bit more aggressive than he was in the Omni game, and he is just running away with it. These early rotations from him, setting up for the plays to occur, the amount of control he can have against the team fight that Newbee are trying to kick off, it certainly seems to be an answer to this what's been almost unstoppable Naga strats that Newbee have consistently been pulling off.
And it feels almost just a bit awkward too. Like, where has this core Venge been since the laning stage? You know, we often see this with the core Venge. If it doesn't get some big acceleration, a lot of towers, maybe some quick team fights early on off of the back of some very good smokes. But the first smoke didn't go too well. They obviously got caught in the jungle by Ohio. Now that new smoke didn't go well for them. And Moogie's stuck in an awkward place.
He's got a blink. You know, someone's in the tree line. We'll jump in with the stun. I'm going to look to follow up. As this likely the Kaka will have that song back online, and indeed in 10 seconds, the Naga Siren will.
Yeah. And if Moogie wants to get active, he is an Omni Knight that's been farming away on this Radiance. So he's kind of stuck in this awkward place where he's going to get relegated to support.
He's got to be careful here. Will Astral the Disruptor to try and stop any glimpse potential? In fact, Yapsor says we can take this fight. He goes in straight away. Puppey, though, a little bit off with the stun. Doesn't look like it matters, though, for the kill onto Faith. It was just a BM stun, as it seems. And Secret can still clean up this fight. Finger to bigger the swap. Oh! The swap and the song. Moogie and Kaka, what a play there between the two of those. Perfect disengage. That was absolutely brilliant between those two. Wow.
Oh, but did SCCC
He's on his
around
own.
too long?
Ohio.
Oh. 50-50 chance, really.
Yeah, you've got to go for one or the other.
And that does mean the Hurricane Pike now complete for SCCC. CCCC, just keep adding a few more. I think he should just add some after every tournament. You know, every time they win one, put another one on there.
S-triple-C, that's the way I like to.
We need
It makes it
quad
sound like,
C.
you know, some sort of, you know, fighter. And
Couple
he is,
belts.
you know, he's doing his best this game. He's level 15 on the Deucer.
Yep.
He's certainly, I believe, leading the farm for his own team at the moment, and Ace down bottom in trouble. Well, he's going to get caught out. He's going to try and turn and fight, but Kaka and KP's running. Oh, maybe with the bash like that. Oh, bash. He's doing it. GA comes out, though. KP will be the Sanity's Eclipse. Comes through. They get the kill onto KP, and Ohio, he wants more. He's chasing now. Kaka cuts down the fish, and Faith in trouble as well. Mid one pummeling into it with the Arcane Orb. What a turnaround there from Team Secret.
Just feels like such a desperate maneuver. Trying to make these plays.
Yapsor in with the hook shot. Moogie in trouble. Does manage to force himself out of the cogs. See if Secret can chase. They'll have blink up on Puppey in a second. He's going to want to jump in. Finds the stun. In they go. Take down Moogie. Secret relentless with their aggression here in game 2.
Oh, they're not going to let this one slip away like game number 1. And the Newbee strategy basically only falling down to Medusa. Very reminiscent of these like Venge strats with Shadow Fiend where you're just all working around this one big hero. It's going to be Venge and Medusa this time. Everything else has kind of failed for them.
Oh, that pit straight up. Gonna catch the two of them. They know that Newbee's here. Kaka does not have the song back online yet. Secret will back up a 9k gold lead here, 21 minutes in.
Starting to get very painful. I mean, you look at that net worth chart. There's a Medusa at the top, sure. Omni's hanging in there, but that Venge now falling even behind Yapsor. So we need a absolutely humongous Medusa to try and bring this one home for Newbee. Try and close out the series 2-0, but Secret, even missing Fada, not looking to let that happen.
Ace now completed BKB, so the next fights, if he can get it off at the start of it all, maybe even that song won't save you, and that sort of team fight potential that we saw in the previous game from the Naga Siren and the Disruptor, this Kaka Faith combo, just seems to be much more underwhelming this time round with the way that Secret have been playing around them. And as you said, you know, this game incredibly high in action. 22 minutes in, Secret getting 23 kills.
Oh, that ward though, gonna see him.
He's on his own, Moogie. Puppey with the setup, jumps in, and Secret will claim the life of another core. Moogie down again.
And do you see what he was doing? He was just walking behind Medusa the whole way up there. And then what does he get for it? Goes down, no farm for him. And it might mean that Kaka has to start picking up the slack here with the illusions. Get some clear, but even he's still very far behind. Just trying to get into a 4-staff to help up against this Clockwork. Up against this Pit of Malice. And Secret, they're very happy to just kind of relax. They'll take those pickoffs when they get them, get these nice deep wards from Puppey, but overall, we're just looking at Roche. Well, the Radiance finally completed here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Rough one to start for old KP. Not a favorable matchup. Not too many team fights to work around, so 23 minutes, certainly not a bad time to get it.
See, Ohio is looking to get stuck in. He's just sort of baiting them out of the front. He knows that they can't really do anything about him with the SMY and Crimson Guard and plate mail. He's just so tanky. There's no way that Newbee can initiate onto this Underlord. Ohio can pretty much go wherever he wishes without any sort of care in the world now at this stage of the game.
Yeah, and if he actually gets the halberd, I feel very sorry for
I mean, they're going to try again onto him. They're leading in. They're looking to go on the side. They will find Jabsaw in the tree line. Very nice Static Storm with the Wave of Terror. They get the vision, take him down. Ohio will choose to disengage and take Puppey out of there. They try and time the glimpse, but the glimpse mistimed there. Still not being able to catch that Underlord on the way out. They do get Puppey with the swap. So they do still claim 2 lives there, Newbee. Not quite the Underlord that they were hoping for with that glimpse attempt, as they came in a little too early with that before the TP finished.
Yep. They need absolutely everything, though. They have to try and climb back into this one. You can see Kaka just hopefully looking inside that Roche pit, but Daddy's not home right now. 44 more seconds to go here, which means they will be ready to roll for Secret when this engagement comes. But they're battling into Song. They're battling into the Stone Gaze, an Omni Knight. There are chances
Absolutely.
for them to set up into this victory, but Secret are, of course, extremely farmed at this point. As you pointed out, Ohio is like this brick wall, just reducing that damage coming in to your own heroes, as well as, you know, reducing with the attribute aura for those on the side of Newbee.
I mean, definitely, as you say, we sort of saw in game 1, Secret holding on despite being very far behind. We could see the same thing this time around the other way, but I think Newbee with their lineup, there's definitely much more potential. They have much more of an active lineup in terms of the Venge and such that can get stuck in. There's always that Venge swap you've got to be careful for when going for the high ground pushes that can turn the fights on themselves. Good positioning between the Venge and the Deucer could certainly set up for some big stone gazes, which could allow them to take down, for instance, the OD, who is starting to tank up a little bit with the Hurricane Pike and the drums, but he's still a bit of a liability if he gets caught out mid-1. Once he's got the BKB, though, things will certainly be different.
They glimpse Puppey all the way back to the other side.
Let's see what they can do here. Got their eyes towards Ace. Do have the good wards out here, Newbee. They've got good vision around the pit. They have all the ults available. Just trying to keep them at bay there with the rocket flare spam. What's the plan here for Newbee? How do they get involved in this? So hard for them to get down and fight around this pit without a good sort of swap or a glimpse to initiate off the back of.
Honestly, you hope they hook you. I think they want Yapsor to go in there, or Ohio. I'd rather fight out here if I'm Newbee than actually in the pit. They just think, oh, there we go.
I mean, Yapsor's going in. Puppey as well, immediately with the Hex and the stun onto the back lines. And no, Yapsor, we can load the glimpses there to take the clockwork back out of it. Static Storm's down. They've brought down Puppey. Kaka gets the song off for the last moment. He said, but the BKB is already out from Ace. He can fight through the song, and he'll claim 2. It's a 2-for-2 trade at the moment. Ace thinking about if he could get more, but KPS still alive, along with Faith. They're pretty scary, and they've got the glimpse back. They've got the GA as well. Ace in trouble. He gets him out! Ohio Taxi Service taking Ace back to safety just in time.
Yapsor with the Force Staff to send him onto the high ground to bail him out.
And now Secret, they're actually coming back in. They're looking towards KP. Ohio leading forward. Will get glimpsed back by Faith.
Dire's bottom tower.
But that fight certainly could have got a whole lot worse. As you said, the play there between Yapsor and Ohio getting Ace back to safety. And literally it must have been milliseconds. It looked like Ace was gone for good.
Yeah. I do like the fact that they waited to fight here, though. I do think that was just better for Newbee. They were able to split up the fight, and they were able to actually take down mid-1. Sadly, it didn't work out in the end, especially with the DD now on Troll, so no chance for a reaction here from Newbee.
Absolutely not. Ace with the Aegis in his hands. Moving over, and with the glimpse back, taking one of them through. Ohio just continuing to chase, though, forcing Newbee to back right up.
Man, the synergy there, too, when you're working with a stand-in. Showing Ohio already starting to fit in well here. Can you place some nice aggressive wards here? Keep an eye on Newbee's movements. Secret very much understand the mindset of what Newbee are going through right now. They just played it last game. So they'll be very wary of these smoke ganks and attempts. But at least last game for Secret, they had 3 cores that were farming. For Newbee, they have 2. Things looking much more desperate on the Dire side.
We'll see it again, this replay, the save. And as you say, the force play as well.
Oh, this kill would have been so good for Newbee, too.
Money changes hands.
Perfect timing, as you say, Yapsor shoving Ohio into range.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, they're going to try and move out here as a unit, try and take back some of this area. Ace, yeah, they get scanned. Find him.
I mean, he's got the Aegis and the BKB. He's feeling confident. But, I mean, I guess, yeah, with a Hyo here, okay, he's fine. As long as a Hyo's in the neighborhood, you can feel free to do what you want. Yapso wanting to fight, indeed. Straight in, they got the finger as well, reaches through, takes down Kaka. Yapso falling low, he will go down. SCCC getting the return kill. 1 for 1. A Hyo still thinking about going in for more. Mid-1 blinking up, but Newbee already backing off. Puppey, if he can close the gap, but Newbee will be able to retreat back in time.
And this will be all 3 lanes coming in now. Puppey just going to get the gem. Fully choke out the vision of Newbee. Mid-1 thinking about his BKB. We just start going towards these items to try and end this one out here. I mean, we still have the Aegis for quite a while. Almost 3 minutes left. We have the cheese too. So, no doubt, we'll probably see a high ground attempt, at least try and poke away at some tier 3s here once the Absorb returns.
But SCCC, he is getting bigger and bigger. He's level 20 on this do set. Top of the net worth by quite some bit now, and he's got the money for the Skadi completion. And there's no doubt about it. You can never write off this Deuce in this stage. If they can keep the game going, maybe if it gets to Divine Rapier stage, things can certainly turn around. And you know, you look at Secret's lineup, how good is their lineup at Hink Tower? Sure, you've got the Troll with the Battle Trance is nice, but if the Troll's taken out of the equation, Secret are going to be pushing up into the high ground at any sort of incredible pace. Newbee definitely have potential to stall.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, the Medusa's backed up by that swap. Yes, he's a support now, but the swap is pretty sick. You know, levels are getting on there, the range is getting larger, backed up by an Omni Knight, backed up by Song, backed up by a Disruptor. These are some excellent tools if you're doing this 4 protect 1 sort of a strategy. And even having the Naga, although Kaka's gold hasn't gone up too much, it is still there, right? This option of these illusions going out, grabbing some waves, trying to push it back. It's certainly something they need at this point. Maybe not the biggest forte we've seen Kaka doing on the Naga side, and he's so good at these team fights, but that rat ability, the hero, must be utilized now.
Oh my goodness, and look at Hyo now. I mean, he's just picked up the 20 HP regen talent, and he's got a completed Shiva's Guard. I don't see them killing this man anytime soon. Bottom lane, Faith trying for the TP out, but mid-one's there with the Astral, holds him down. Secret will claim the Disruptor. Faith taken out.
Oh, a hookshot as well. Yapso wants to keep going.
He is. He's trying to chase down Kaka, and in fact, he may just do it here with the battery assault. Kaka in trouble, trying to get out. Kaka, I don't think he's going to wait for this one. He's going to have Rocket Flare in a second if he needs a Yapso. Here we go. Oh, he tried for the dodge. Couldn't quite do it, though. So Yapso will claim Kaka. That would have been, I mean, if he managed to get that dodge off with the mirror, that would have been very impressive. So hats off for the attempt.
Oh, but this, if only they can just rush this a little bit more. Thankfully, the waves are a bit far out for Newbee, so they take some time. Naga should be back up when it's important, but this could at least burn the glyph, maybe, for the side Newbee. And we'll see how they want to try and set up from Secret. Newbee's so good last game at creating that perimeter where it was very difficult to engage on, hit multiple heroes.
Yeah. Absol there, forcing SCCC forward in, trying to catch him out, but as we saw, that was able to be fine. You've got to be careful. The Absol on his Force Staff. Very, very scary combination. They'll keep themselves back indeed.
Only another 15 seconds left here on this Aegis, so if Newbee have that timer down, they could consider an aggressive play. But with that gem for Puppey, hard to gain a vision in the area. They actually still have 1 ward remaining here. Looks like Puppey isn't, well, whoever has the gem hasn't found it quite yet. Yeah, there it is. The Absorb pings it.
Okay, so with the Aegis gone on Secret's lineup, do you think it is going to be a case of them waiting for the Roche again? Or does Secret, is there sort of a worry that, hang on, SCCC is getting bigger and bigger, we do need to hurry things up and keep the pace going? Or can they feel relaxed at this stage still?
It all depends on their vision and how much they can see. They need to spot when one hero is not in the ball. They are currently in the ball. We will not fight the ball. What's the point? You know, we can just farm up way more across the map. They have 1 core. We are getting farm on essentially 4 cores at this point. Yapsor's starting to catch up to the Omni Knight. So I'm not too worried. And he now actually has the Halberd. As we saw Ohio thinking about it earlier, Yapsor being farmed enough, he can now grab it. So that Repel might not even be able to save SCCC to actually allow him to output that damage if they can get that Halberd on first. And that ball is getting very deep into Radiant territory. They have to be a little bit cautious here. Secret may be considering pushing these waves out. Looks like they're not exactly sure where the full movement is. They will start to spot them now, though, up top. And they actually do secure a tower. So overall, pretty successful maneuver from Newbee. Didn't get too much farm there. Oh, but that wave is pushing in bot. And they could think about, if they can cancel TPs or anything here, they could try and underlord play bot.
Let's see what he can get. Ohio will be glimpsed back to start off with. Secret still looking to close the gap. Faith, Glimmer caping himself away. They will get vision on him once again. Ace leading the charge. Puppy's there with a wraparound. Faith, he's not getting himself out of this one. Stun from Puppy catches him out into the Hex. Faith is down for 50 seconds. And Puppy, oh, that's not a bounty onto your playing, sir, but he's still looking for couriers. Won't quite get it, though, as the protection is out on the courier.
Yeah, he missed the bus, though. He has to just TP to the shrine to catch up to everybody. But he will get there, and instantly across the map. They know that wave's going to push in top. Let's try and put that pressure in bottom with that disruptor being down. Key element in the ball. This is what they're waiting for. They don't need Aegis if they can eliminate one of those heroes.
No. Absolutely not.
Oh, kind of more saves here, though, with Mugi having the Hurricane Pike. A couple more options, just make SCCC's life easier.
Ohio just shoving in the waves with the Firestorm. They do get the swap here on Ace, but Ace, quick fingers, gets the BKB out in time. Yaps up with a hook shot straight away onto the veg on the side of it with a finger from Puppy. That's going to be Mugi down. BKB popped by mid one as he looks to move forward onto KP. Has the GA to back off, but the sleep from Kaka trying to put a stop to this, but mid one with the BKB continues moving forward. Sanity to Glimpse comes out. Kaka fully low. Puppy tried to come into position, but SCCC has the Stone Gaze out. Will hold them back, but still, there's one down on Newbee. Pit of Malice from Ohio, holding them back. Faith in trouble as he takes an Arcane Ult to the back of it all, but he's got the Glimmer Cape. Backs away. Ace in Ohio pushing Newbee back towards the fountain. They turn towards Kaka. Take down the Naga Siren. Ohio charging straight in. Cutting Newbee apart. Newbee, they've lost 4.
He's got 240 damage.
Oh my goodness, the atrophy aura is real for this Underlord. Incredibly. A Puppy is going in the base. He goes in with his Ghost Scepter, jumps him for the stun. They're just playing around with Newbee now at this moment. There'll be the buyback from KP, but Secret clean up the bottom lane. They move towards the middle. Newbee, of course, will still have a chance this game, but it's getting harder and harder. Mid-1 racking up the int as he gets those Hurricane Pike touches onto KP. SCCC trying his best to push them out, but Puppy jumps in, has one Hex, pulls low, but he's got the Ghost Step. They can't have the disarms there onto SCCC. The cogs are out from Yapso, trapping KP, but he's forced out. KP being chased down. Ace looking for the Deucer, but the swap's out just in time. Mugi brings Ace away from SCCC, and now Ace, he's the one in trouble. Newbee, they're holding, they take down 2. Ohio gets the rest of the boys out of there, but there's the glimpse. Perfect timing this time round from Faith to catch out Ace. And mid-1. He's gone. They do hold. Newbee, they're keeping this game going. They may have lost 2 racks, but they get some big kills off the back of it and only had to expend the KP buyback.
There are already quite a few similarities between Game 1 and Game 2, but now we truly have come full circle. Newbee down the 2 racks.
Oh, we need that rapier on SCCC, and he's got it queued up, boys and girls. It's going to be one of those games.
Have reached the final hope. And one thing that goes extremely well with the Rapier is an Aegis. So we need to find some vision around this area. Faith with the wards, trying to find a nice spot to plant it. While these heroes are all dead, now is your time. He'll actually find Ohio while he's doing it, but that means Ohio won't necessarily spot what he's at. Oh, now he's going to see him.
He's going to get good spot. I don't know. Could they go on Ohio? I mean, they put the Static Storm down. He's got the Shiva's Guard. He's just going to turn and hit into Faith. Faith, he needs help if he wants to go for this sort of kill. He has the Glimmer Cape stun from Mugi to hold Ohio in place. Newbee, they're moving towards this Underlord, but they can't. They can barely tickle him. Yapsor nearly finding the catch there. I'll tell you what, even if he did, though, could have been a bit of a blessing that he missed because Newbee, they were right around Faith.
Fairly close.
All about this Roshan. Being scouted out by the Rocket Flare, not quite up yet. Ohio very far forward. Still feeling confident. Puppy is there as well to back him up. Pit and Malice out to 2. Mid-1 jumps in. Hurricane Pike onto Kaka. Gets a couple of touches out with the Arcane Ult. Turns towards Faith. Faith. Glimmer Cape's backing away. Hex out from Puppy. Looks for the stun onto the Disruptor. Ohio and Yapso moving in onto the front lines. But now SCC ready to turn. Throwing straight in with this damage. Bringing down Yapso very low. Defensive Astral out from Mid-1. And Mid-1, he jumps in. He wants to fight. Pops the BKB. Kaka pops the song. But Mid-1 with the Sanities takes down 1. He's looking for more. Trying for KP. He's looking for the chase down. KP has the repel TP out, so KP will be able to escape. The rest of Newbee, can the rest of them escape? Faith also able to TP out, so Newbee doing disengage, but they've been pushed away from Roshan as Roshan respawns. Secret can look to try and take it without the threat of the Naga. They know they don't have to worry about the song.
Oh, the times have become even darker for Newbee. Easily taken very quickly here.
The money...
They even throw in the scan.
The
just
money's
to make
there
sure.
for the Rapier, and he's got it. SCCC, the whole game on his shoulders as it feels for Newbee. If they're to turn this one around, and he's certainly on the hero to do it.
Dire's top shrine
It's
is
a dangerous game when the Rapier gets in here, but only option.
Full damage as well. Dropping the boots, he's got the Rapier, the Crystallis, the Mask of Madness, but he is ready to go. You cannot be caught in a bad position next to SCCC.
Oh,
Baited out by that illusion.
Baits. All right, only swap wasted. Not a big deal.
Watch out for this as well. Refresher Shard is on mid one. So Sanity's maybe on cooldown for 80 seconds, but it's ready to go again if necessary.
was ready to fish here.
Jump in there, looking for SCCC. They do have the kinetic field down. Is it going to get the catch immediately? A glimpse onto Ohio, bringing him back, holds him in the field. Even with that Rapier, bringing him down slowly but surely. They have got the defensive Astro, but Ohio is going to be surrounded. They put the stadium up. Puppy! And the Absol straight in with the hook shot. GA's there, though. They're trying to keep SCCC fighting fit, but looks like he's been disarmed. He can't get the damage out. Now he can go back to work the stone base. So he's catching them out. Mid one, full slow. He Astros himself, keeping himself alive for the time being. Can he get out of this? He can! Blinks himself back to safety. Secret, they don't lose anyone, but Newbee, they do hold.
Oh, it's a good defense, but knocking a kill, very painful for them. And they will just go home to lick their wounds and get ready for round 2.
What a game this is turning out to be.
Nice saves there as well, pulling him back from the cogs, but that halberd that we knew might be a little bit of a problem, Yaps are already on it. I see they got some ideas. Maybe want to try and force some stuff up the mid lane, try and find some better angles for the hook shots, perhaps find that crew in the back like the Naga Siren or the Vengeful Spirit. But as long as Stone Gaze is available, always very difficult to deal with this Medusa.
And they still have that refresher shot on mid one. And the ult is naturally back off cooldown. Double Sanity's Eclipse after he gets a bit of int stolen. It's going to be absolutely
it's a
deadly.
cheeky play with the smoke.
Coming in from the side.
Oh, Ace wants this.
Straight in with the stun there. How managed to catch out the Naga Siren, but he's forced to the side. Kaka's safe for now. Hex out onto the Medusa. But he will be fine for now. Ohio trying to see if they can
Ace
get
has
him
a
into the
DD
base.
here.
He's playing around. They do get the swap onto Ohio. Underneath the tower, Ohio will get taken down. Double kill for SCCC. You can't mess around with this dude.
Oh, the BKB's too late.
They managed to get Ace in time, as you say. A little slow on the BKB timing. He does still have the Aegis. They'll pop the Stone Gaze. They'll root him up. But he's popped his BKB before this Aegis. I don't know if this man's getting out of here. It looks like Newbee will be able to claim the troll as well. SCCC holding on to this game with his dear life. This Medusa Divine Rapier could certainly be what it takes for Newbee to turn this game around.
It was certainly a daring tactic there to attempt to smoke up the mid, try and come up with some separate angles. Ohio alone up top, but Ace going for the courier. I don't know, maybe at that moment necessarily the most important thing, possibly, but overall it was just Newbee reading the situation well, and they get the pickoffs. Much like how we were looking for Secret to try and grab that big combo piece where you can kind of delay that game out on the side of the Newbee from the previous game. Now it's just kind of like every time someone dies from Secret, it's harder for them to make this 5-man high ground.
Absolutely, they have to do it as a 5-man Secret or not at all at this stage.
We're still stuck on single core though. No one else able to pick up the pace here from the rest of Newbee. Of course, very difficult when you're down 2 racks as well. You know, especially for Kaka, not only the wave's harder to deal with, but less gold coming in. And so he's still stuck supporting.
From Newbee, straight down the mid they smoke.
They need something and they know it.
middle tower.
Can they get the Vision Faith?
He's got a BKB though. Will he use it?
It's a bad position as well to get the setup. He's a little too far away from Newbee, so Faith not quite able to control mid one. Ace will be back up in 10, so with this timing, Secret will have the full lineup back up. There's a second Halberd now on the team. Oh, there's the swap though. Ohio is caught in the static storm. He is in a lot of trouble. No way out of this one, surely. He's got up to the high ground. He can't get out. That is Ohio down for 90 seconds as SCCC moving up onto the tier 3s. Does get forced in, cocked to the side by Yapsor, but the backers behind him. Does get disarmed the once. Puppy trying to drain some of the mana of this Medusa. And limited potential
here.
But Puppy's in trouble. Godlike SCCC. 2 heroes of Secret down for 70 seconds. And look at the pace that they take these buildings down.
They still have Song. They want to keep pressing.
I mean, what's the plan? If they realize that these aren't there, these buybacks, they could just go for more. How can Secret stop this? They've
Still
only
have that
got
refresher shard, but
SCCC.
he's chipping away.
He's slow. Here we go. Here's the attempt. Moving in with the BKB. Mid one looks towards Kaka. Glimmer to buy him some time. They disarm. The Deucer wants Ace with the BKB trying to come out to Mookie, but G8 comes out from KP.
It's not enough.
SCCC is just beating the ball down. He takes down Yapso. He takes down Ace. They've got the buyback. One Sanities and Glimpse comes out from mid one. They're out of mana thanks to the Sanities. They'll try and glimpse him back. They'll get the catch. Mid one has buyback. Puppy can buy back as well. SCCC disarm.
There's no mana for Song.
BKB looks towards this Medusa, forcing him back. Newbee trying to get SCCC out of there. Second Sanities and Glimpse drop down. Moogie's gonna fall. Ace looking towards KP, blinks out to the side. KP will be fine. They need this Medusa, but the Glimpse is on Ace, getting the space that SCC needs to escape. Mid one, still looking, but there's an Invis. He's picked up the Invis. I don't know if he gets it in now with the Song.
Oh, the hookshot comes in, but
What can they do to turn? KP blinking away. Oh, it's close. They're still chasing mid one. Can he find the catch? Oh, KP actually able to live there with the Radiance evasion. The swap back up, Newbee. I can't believe what they're doing here. They are playing absolutely perfectly and so composed under the pressure. The creep sitting on the base. Secret's going to have to send someone back for that one. But 36 to 26 now, only a 2K gold lead for Secret. Newbee absolutely doing it this game, turning around what was almost a 22K gold lead for Secret.
unbelievable play. They're just completely revolving around this Medusa.
SCCC's just picked up a Mayone and the Daedalus. He's upgraded both with the money he got off the back of that push.
And he's still, of course,
How
sitting
do
with
you
that
deal
buyback.
with this? I mean, as we saw, they have the ways to get rid of the mana. They do have the Sanity's Eclipse. They have the control, but it's so hard with the team behind him. This sort of single core at this stage of the game, Newbee are proving to be so good at playing around it and keeping SCCC alive and in position to go absolutely ham. With the Vlad's picked up by Kaka as well, he's going to have that life steal on this Deucer.
Yep. Usually you have to try and just ignore. You take away the supporting cast, take away from all these saves, but it's so hard to do because he just hits so damn hard. But we have those halberds. That's the key. If you can keep her halberded while destroying the supports, maybe there's a chance. But she's got 4 supports right now.
What's the plan here? A secret. Buybacks unavailable. The Hex to start off. Puppy tries to jump over the side to get the 2-man stun. Ace trying to go into the backlines, moving in on KP. KP not back by the cogs. Can they kill this Omni 9 time? The Glimmer Cave comes out. KP still alive for now. And SCCC, he's claimed Ace's life. Ace down for 100 seconds. SCC moving in. Looking for Yapsor. There'll be a buyback from Puppy. SCCC though is on to the base. He's looking to finish the game. Can Secret stop this Puppy with a stun? There's the repel on SCCC. He has been disarmed, but he's ready to go hitting again. They can't stop this for sure. They're taking the game. Newbee take the series 2-0. What a Medusa performance there. And in a game where it seemed like Secret have found the answer to Newbee's Naga Siren strats, SCCC